If you observe here, coming to the relationships window, under the relationships, when you are going to make the relationship between the two tables, okay, you can make at a time only one active relationship. For example, this is my fact table. Okay, this fact table having relationship with the fact internet sales amount table. Okay, so total I have three relationships. So the first relationship on the, I just want to open, this is the relationship based on the due date key and date key. Okay, and the second link is this relationship on the order date key from the fact table with the date key, and the third relationship is the same table but it is ship date key. So once you are getting an order from the customer, there are three different kind of dates we have. One is when you are getting the order, and what is the due date, so when you have to deliver this one, and when this has delivered, that is ship date. Okay, so but one problem here is, at a time with a single table you can make only one relationship active. If you observe, this relationship is in active mode, right? Make this relationship active. Yes, this is active. The another relationship is it is coming like dotted symbols. It's not a thick line. Why this is dotted symbols line is coming? Because of these relationships are not active relationships. This is not an active relationship. For example, if you are trying to make this is a relationship active, what is the error is coming? An active relationship already exists between the fact internet sales and dim date, so deactivate or deleting this relationship. So already the relationship is there between this fact internet sales and dim date based on this first one. What is that? uh, Due date key. So you can't make one more relationship. When you are going to browse the data, always the data will come based on the due date only. If you want to see order date keywords, for example in 2008 or 2005 or 2006, how many orders we are getting. So I want to see each order date wise, what is the, how many orders we are getting. For example, if you are coming over here, whatever the report you are going to create over here, I just want to display date wise calendar year. Okay, and what is the sales amount, order quantities. So whatever the order quantities, it is going to display over here. Sorry. Okay, whatever the order quantities you are getting over here, so those values, for example here in 2008 order quantity 34229, these are order quantities is not on the order date. Okay, these are not on the order date, these are all coming based on the due date, because the relationship between the dimension table, this fact table and your date table is due date on due date column. If you want to find out exactly what is the, how many orders you are getting on each order date wise or each ship date wise, how many orders, how many uh, quantities we have shipped based on a particular ship date wise, if you want to find out, you can use a DAX expression. How can we make these relationships active? Here you can't do active relationship, only one relationship you can maintain active in the relationship window. So here you can write down a one calculated measure, okay, to make the relationship active. For example, I want to write down one calculated measure. This is for due date, due date order quantity. Okay, so calculate sum of order quantity, fact order quantity, okay, comma, um, relation, use relationship. Okay, this is the one DAX function. So to which table you want to make the relationship? In the fact table. Actually my relationship is built on the order date key, due date key, but I want to make this on uh, order date key. Okay, where is your order date? This one. To which table? That is date table, date key. What happened? Sorry. So use relationship. I think you have to close the window over here. Sorry, sum of, we have to close over here. Okay, right. I think one more, calculate sum of order quantity. I want to make the relationship with this fact table on the order date instead of due date with the dim date date key column. Use relationship function can only use the two columns reference participating in relationship. Yes, we are using only two only, right?
You dim date, you press enter, right? After dim date.
Okay, we'll try to write down one more time. Calculate, what do you want to calculate? Sum of order quantity, okay, comma, use relationship fact order date with date dim date date key. Use the two column reference participating in relationship. Okay. Yeah.
Try the sum of bracket at the end of
No.
that one. I don't know.
Use relationship and we'll see the syntax for use relationship. So use relationship column name 1 and column name 2. Specify an existing relationship to be used in the evaluation of DAX expression. The relationship is defined by naming argument. The two columns are served as the endpoints. Okay. Fact uh, order. Okay. Fact cells order date key we have to use. Comma dim date date key. I think now it will work. Yeah. Okay. So by mistake I have taken order date. Okay. So whatever the calculated measure we have created, so that will come under where it is there. I think it is coming under, where it has created. This is a big headache every time. We'll do again order date key quantity, calculate sum of order quantity, comma, use relationship fact internet sales order date key, comma, date dim date key. Okay, and you have to close the bracket over here, and you have to close one more bracket. Done. Okay, this is the order date key. So what I want to do, I want to take instead of order quantity. Okay, we need to compare, right? So if you want to compare, do better. Each product date wise you can take, for example, each year wise. I think year wise you don't get much differences. What we can do, we can take date wise, full date alternate key. Okay, so the next one is due date wise, how much you will get. By default, when you are taking the order quantity, it will get due date wise. See here the difference. This is due date wise, this is order date wise. In this particular date 6/14/2008, how many orders you are getting? 263. But what about this 140? The 148 is when you are going to deliver this one. Okay, and what about this 201? The 201, on this particular date you are getting the orders. The people this date 201 orders they are placed, customers. What about 178? In this date 178 we have to deliver, that is due date wise. Okay, so this is the way if you want to see order date wise how many orders we are getting. So because in the relationship window you can't make the relationship, you can create a measure by writing use relationship. Forcefully you can make the relationship by writing the expressions. Okay, so because in the relationship window only one active relationship you can make active at a time, more than one you can't make it. But our dim date table having you can make relationship more than one, order date wise, due date wise, ship date wise. Okay, so if you want to see in each date wise what is the orders we are getting, so you can make the calculated measure.